okay?
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on?
Well, the state of Washington has brutalized my family.
Okay.
They've manipulated a tremendous amount of documentation around my mother's murder.
Okay.
I'm still trying to pursue justice for my mom and my family.
Okay.
They're stealing my legal mail.
Okay.
So because of the way they've been allowed to weaponize themselves against me
Mm-hmm.
and my family,
Okay.
and because they're stealing my legal mail,
Your legal mail?
yeah,
Okay.
that's how it's gotten in this country,
Okay.
where these people can got how it is. So
Didn't we have a call earlier that someone was a CFO maybe with stealing legal mail was mentioned in it? At the oldie.
so
Mm-hmm.
because they've been allowed to weaponize themselves to this extent,
Uh-huh.
they've gathered all of my family's personal information,
Okay.
and they're stealing, I believe, a home.
Okay.
So
So you're just upset about that?
yeah.
Okay.
And so as I take a look at them being allowed to weaponize themselves to this extent and then steal my legal mail, as I'm continuing to report, and everybody continues to turn a blind eye,
Okay.
I started taking a look at our United States Constitution and its laws and what's happening in the country.
Okay.
And I've personally witnessed some of our nation's governors provide a sanctuary city for known terrorists
Mm-hmm.
who are here,
Oh, okay.
actively destroying our way of life and our country.
Okay.
It's an act of domestic terrorism, and it's an act of treason for these states' governors to provide a sanctuary city as all of these terrorists are flooding across our border.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now calling for, under our United States Constitution, I want to make sure that that's perfectly clear, because they're now trying to say that I'm instituting threats.
Okay.
Simply going to our United States Constitution and relaying what it states,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a threat. I'm
Okay.
simply stating what the Constitution mandates for acts of domestic terrorism and treason.
Okay.
So I've called for the arrest and execution of Colorado State Governor Jared Polis. Yes, ma'am. I have called for and demanded the arrest and execution of Washington State's former Governor Jay Inslee for acts of domestic terrorism and treason against the United States of America, against our United States Constitution, and against the United States people. And I also called for and demanded the arrest and execution of current sitting Governor Bob Ferguson for the same.
Okay.
And I also called for and demanded the arrest and execution of the Attorney Generals that help support, encourage, and defend any legal action that might have been brought from any United States citizen complaining that foreign nationals and terrorists were flooding the border. Because if those Attorney Generals defended any legal action as they are here, and my one piece of evidence that I to include
Okay.
is, we could take a look here in the state of Florida. There was a gentleman who was issued a CDL from Washington State that was not even supposed to be here in the country. He got on Florida's highways, took an illegal turn, and 2 people are now dead.
I remember that case.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm perfectly sane.
Okay.
I'm calm.
All right.
My phone calls towards them
Okay.
are angry. I
Yeah.
cuss. I yell.
Yeah,
I
because
holler.
people were very concerned about you because
Yes.
you were very, very loud.
Very
You had
loud.
the windows down, and you know.
Yes, ma'am.
So We just wanted to check on you.
Thank you, and I
See
appreciate
what's
that.
going on. I understand you talked to an officer.
Yes, ma'am.
We're out by 34th Street sign, like towards Deja Vu.
And I appreciate you coming to take a peek in on me, to talk with me a little bit, because I want other people to see that I am rationally
Spreading your
minded.
word.
I'm not intoxicated right now. I would love to take a dipstick test because
Yeah.
Washington State Attorney General's office now, because I'm calling for their arrest and executions from what I believe to be domestic terrorism and treason. I'm sure other
Okay.
Americans at a later time will agree with me.
Okay.
They're now saying I'm making threats to them and that I'm intoxicated.
You're talking
So-
about the people in the parking lot, or you?
No.
Oh, the governors.
Yeah, Washington
Hey, I
State.
just talked to you about this an hour ago.
Yeah.
So what's going on now?
I think she might have been called by, I don't know who you were called by.
Multiple
Citizen
people.
concerned that you're going to kill people.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making threats of any kind.
Okay.
And just so I can defend myself and what it is that I'm doing, I've been recording all
Okay.
of my communications.
We don't need to go through that whole
I'm
thing.
just letting you know.
But why is this happening again an hour later?
Because I'm still making my phone calls in regards to their baseless claims that they're making now.
What claims are they making?
They're claiming that I'm making threats and that I'm intoxicated.
Okay. You're not
So-
intoxicated right now. And I checked and you don't have a warrant from them.
Right.
Okay. So can we stop this?
Well,
Are you staying at a hotel or something?
no.
Oh, it's fine.
So I'm pursuing the murder of my mother.
Okay. Again, we don't need to go through this. Well,
If you think,
since-
if people think I'm going to stop, though, I'm not.
Okay. But here's what's going to become an issue.
They murdered my mother, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I see that you've already vocalized that to me and to others as well.
Mhm.
I can't do anything about it,
Right.
but your concern was that they had charges coming after you. They might even have a warrant. They do not. I've already checked.
So it's because this phone calls happened today. So they're probably in the process of filing their baseless,
Do you
more
feel like you
baseless
should be
claims
taken to a
now.
hospital to
No.
get stabilized? in any
Absolutely
way?
not. I don't
Do you
need
feel
it.
suicidal?
No,
Do you feel homicidal?
no.
What do you think these calls are going to get done that you're making from your car in different parking lots?
We'll let the videos determine that.
Okay.
That's all I can say at this point.
You're not
because
making sense. Can you make
I
more
am
sense
making
to me?
sense. I'm making clear
Okay.
sense.
Explain how making the calls randomly in the Walmart parking lot here, telling me, is going to resolve the situation.
Because I'm collecting the evidence that I need.
What evidence are you collecting from me?
Not you.
Okay.
You have nothing to do with
I
this.
know, I don't. But the problem is now
my
it's
friend to
becoming
me.
an issue where the people in the parking lot are concerned to the point they're calling 911.
Fair enough.
Their understanding is
That was loud.
that you're calling. That is not good. It's
Hmm?
not good at all.
Well, my conversations were recorded.
Okay.
I did
That's
record
fine.
my
That's cool. You can
conversations.
record it all day long.
So, as to, I did get loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
And so sorry for disturbing their peace. I probably should have found a little more appropriate place, but I'm kind of homeless right now and I don't have nowhere to
Okay.
go. So I'm
Do you
just
need
trying
help
so.
to help you not be homeless?
I would love it. I would love that help.
Okay. Let me
But
ask you
when
this.
I go-
It might seem offensive, but I got to be direct with you. I know that you got talked to by sheriff's office and you had some THC or whatever a few months ago or last year or whatever. Are you self-medicating?
Somewhat,
Okay.
on occasion.
For what reason do you feel like you're self-medicating? Like, are you
Actually,
depressed?
I just enjoy it. No,
Huh?
I'm not depressed.
Well-
I'm not gonna follow with this line of questioning. I'm not.
That's fine.
Because I know with what was done to my family, I know with the evidence I have, and with them being allowed to steal my legal mail, and with the evidence I'm collecting now,
Okay.
that
Again-
with what I'm sharing with other people,
Okay.
people can continue to attack me, file false claims, all they want. But more Americans who are aware of what's going on in this country, they will be the ones to pursue it.
Okay. Now, I know you don't have to ask the questions, but it's almost borderline. There's some signs that you possibly maybe, I don't know, are you maybe hearing voices
No,
telling you things?
no, bro, I'm perfectly sane.
Okay.
I'm perfectly sane. There's
But-
no intoxication. There's no.
I don't think you're
We're
intoxicated.
not doing that.
But you say you're perfectly insane. But would you think that it's perfectly insane to be screaming that you're about killing people on a main road in a parking lot where kids are going to a store?
Well,
Again, to the point.
so I would like to just at least correct a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not making threats of killing people.
Okay. Whoever called.
I'm standing on our United States
Okay.
Constitution, and
Whoever-
I'm calling for the execution of
called
two
this
of our
current
nation's
time.
traitors.
Let me talk. Whoever called this current time, called 911. Their words to our call taker, the reason we get dispatch here, 3 deep, is because you talked about or yelled you're going to kill people.
Well, it's unfortunate that they reported it like that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's unfortunate that they happened to report it like that. I wish they would have listened a little closer to what it was that I was actually communicating. And I wish that they would be a little more aware of their own rights and what's going on in the country and make some type of effort
But
to
you know you
correct
can't force that on people.
it. I'm not.
If they don't feel like they want to
I
listen
didn't
to
force it on nobody.
I know, no. But I mean, you expressed to me
It's
earlier
weird to me.
Walmart and here
Okay, well.
that you're hoping other people would believe what you believe.
They do. More Americans are
Okay,
completely
that's fine.
aware
We're
of
not
that.
going to debate that, but you can't force that on people. So.
I didn't force it on anybody.
Okay.
They overheard my conversation
With whom?
with who I was on the phone with.
Okay. So, you said you're not suicidal, correct?
No.
You're not homicidal.
I don't understand your line of questioning right now. I don't. I've communicated that others have
The
murdered my
behavior you're
mother.
exhibiting so far makes me go towards that
I
to
don't.
make sure you're
I'm
perfectly
being
fine.
recorded right now.
I don't
Others
care.
will determine that
That's
later.
fine. I'm recording too.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. So, you said you wanted some possible help regarding homelessness?
I would love that.
Okay. Do you want someone to come out and talk to you right now, or do you want them
No.
to call you?
No, I would prefer a phone call.
Okay. Let's get out of this parking lot.
Yeah.
Be careful backing up.
Well, so as you guys see, I'm going live. I don't know. Let's see, 4 people watching, 2 thumbs up. I just got stopped by the St. Petersburg Police Department. I'm making phone calls. The Lord's telling me, I'm trying to tell you guys, the Lord talks to me. Listen to him when he speaks to you if he does. So, but they're telling me I have to leave, so I'm gonna keep running live for a minute because I'm getting out of here. And I'll explain as soon as I can get to a different parking lot. I'm gonna keep running live. Let's see, I got 1 person here, 2 thumbs up. Oops, going on my. I haven't done anything wrong, you guys. Stay blessed. Okay, so that was St. Petersburg Police Department. I'm in the process of calling. What do I say here, Lord? Can I tell him? Just tell me to tell him. So since I'm live now, I have personally witnessed governors here in our country provide a sanctuary city to known terrorists who are flooding our border, who want to destroy the United States of America, the American people, and our way of life. To provide a sanctuary city to known terrorists, it's an act of domestic terrorism and it's an act of treason. I have called for the arrest and execution of former Governor Jay Inslee out of the state of Washington for allowing known terrorists to flood across our border and to provide them aid and comfort. I called for and I demanded the arrest and execution of Washington State's current sitting governor, Bob Ferguson, for acts of domestic terrorism and treason. And I also called for and demanded the arrest and execution of Washington State's Attorney General's officers. Sorry for the background noise. Let me get out of there real quick. God dang. Sorry for the background noise there, folks. I know they're gonna follow me. Yep, he sure is. Am I going to the store? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into the store. Tell me to take off? Go ahead and take off. Dang. Alright, so anyways, before real quick, because I'm going to wrap this up because they're following me and I want to make sure I get off this live. I'm calling for the arrest and executions of what I believe to be some of our nation's traitors, providing sanctuary to known terrorists who are flooding our border. They want to say, because I'm standing on our United States Constitution and its laws and what it mandates, that I'm imposing threats and that I'm intoxicated. I am 110% not intoxicated right now. I am 110% not making threats. The only thing that I'm doing is standing on our United States Constitution and its laws, and I'm calling for their arrest and execution as I believe our United States Constitution mandates. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do believe I got what I needed from the St. Petersburg Police Department, so if they decide to kind of join in on this later, at least I have some kind of back. So stay blessed, everyone. How do I get out of here?